that we have. We'll move along. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's auctions, of course, they will be conducted in accordance with the new rules that are made available before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting any late bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to these successful bidders. What that means in layman's terms, ladies and gentlemen, is going to call the property 3 times. First call, second call, third and final call. But when the gavel hits, all over, red over, can't take any late bids or offers past that point. Of course, the vendors tonight, they do have a reserve price as auctioneer. I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids and prohibits bidders attempting to stop other bidders from bidding, and the law doesn't have fines for this conduct. The rules, they do permit vendor bids. I'll make it really, really, really simple and really, really, really obvious. If I'm going to make a bid on behalf of the vendor, in fact, I will make it so simple and so obvious. I'll even use those words, vendor bid, and by law, only I, as the auctioneer, may make a vendor bid. Moving along, so as I said, ladies and gentlemen, there are 3 ways that you're able to bid here this evening. The first way is you can put your hand up and yell out your bid like you would on the street. Of course, for you to be able to do that, as you can see on the screen, you must have your camera and your microphone turned on. Otherwise, you'll be screaming. We won't see you. We won't hear you. So make sure you've got those turned on, as you can see down the bottom centre of your screen. The second way, ladies and gentlemen, that you're able to bid is if you are on the phone to one of the agents. I know some bidders are on the phone to some of our team out the back here of the office. You can tell the agent to bid over the phone and they'll bid on your behalf. The third way, which is probably the way that I would suggest, is that you can use the in-call messages or the chat function. I can see a few people have already use the chat function already. So how to access that, ladies and gentlemen, is down the bottom right of your screen. You'll see the 2 little people, the number 73. That's how many people are on watching the auctions tonight. Next to that is what looks like a little page or a speech bubble. That is the chat function. So you can click on that and type your bid in. It'll pop up on my screen. That's probably the way I would suggest to bid. We've been doing these auctions for over 2 years now. That way seems to work the best. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, just keep an ear out. My job this evening is to help you, guide you where you need to be to bid and buy. So just keep an ear out. I'll let you know if we're taking that increment of the bid or if I'm seeking a different amount. Very, very simple. Should not be any issues, I would imagine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on now. The next slide. We do raise money, of course, ladies and gentlemen, here at Ringwood. Charity auctions are a big part of our DNA, and we love to do it, love to give back. The charity that we do sponsor is for Elisa Camplin's Fit and Gifts. Some of you may recognise that name. She was an aerial gold medalist. Her charity, named after her son, Finnan, it raises money for the cardiovascular section of the Children's Hospital right here in Melbourne. Nice local charity that we choose to sponsor. What we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we've donated a bottle of Verve champagne. Hopefully someone will be celebrating tonight, no doubt there will be. So we're going to donate that. We'll get it shipped off to you tomorrow, so you're able to bid here tonight. We can take your payment via your credit card details afterwards. All proceeds go to the Children's Hospital. Usually retails a bottle of Verve about $80. So we'll get the charity auction underway, get the juices flowing, blow out the cobwebs. Opening bidder offer for the bottle of Verve champagne. All goes to charity. Who wants to bid? $100 there. I got 100. Bang. The 100 not meant to be 10. I have $100 there from MD23. Sorry, S15. $100 opening big, bold bid back in there. 110 with you, Travis. At 110 there, the competition MD. Where do we go from here? I would have thought 120. At 110 the bid. Clearly bidded off, and all proceeds go to charity. 150. Bang. Nice, bold, a knockout bid. Mike Tyson would be proud. Let's see if it works. Good luck at 150. Bang, Jay back in there at 155. Stay alive, not to be done at 155. Where do we go from here? Suggest another big, bold bid. 200 perhaps. At 155 the bid. Clearly bidded off there with James. At $155. First call at 188. Lucky number perhaps at $188. Where do we go? 188 against you, Trav. Against you, James. 188 with MD in front. First call, $188. All proceeds go to charity. Second call, $188. Third and final time, $188. No better bid, 200. Bang, you've reappeared like Houdini, a magic trick. Good to have you back, Travis. At $200 now, clearly bid it off it. Where do we go from here, MD? At $200 now, last round number 200, call it 3 times. At $200, first call. $200, second call. Third and final time, $200 for the bottle of champagne. I'm selling. Ladies and gentlemen, we've sold. Thank you very much. Hayley will be in touch to get your credit card details there. Travis Brother, ladies and gentlemen, nice spirited bidding to start us off. No doubt tonight's auction, they will follow suit. I would suspect some wonderful, wonderful properties. Let's move along. Lot number 1. Let's go to the slides. For Eastlink in Chirnside Park, of course, we do sell it today, as I said, by public auction. We do call for a 10% deposit upon signing of this contract. Balance on this property, 30 to 60 days' time. That settlement, that's exciting. That's when you get the keys to your brand new house. Libby's let me know, of course, the marketing agent, there are some parties and there's also some variations to those deposits and to that settlement terms. Those variations been approved, bid with confidence, knowing the vendors have done everything that they can to make it simple for you to bid and buy here this evening. And what a wonderful offering. 859 square metres of the finest soil that Chirnside Park has to offer. 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 masters, 1 with that massive ensuite size. It doesn't matter when it comes to real estate, the outdoor, al fresco there, right through those doors where it is. Perfect entertaining house, central kitchen. It has got it all at your doorstep, close, of course, to the shopping centre, schools, both secondary and primary. It's a wonderful, wonderful property in a wonderful, wonderful location. Now's the chance to see what's it worth. Steve, raising your hand in the meeting is not a bid. I suggest you type it into the meeting or put your phone in, put your camera and your microphone on if you want to bid, or type it on in. So you've seen it, loved it. Now's your chance to bid and buy it. Where do we go? Opening bidder offer. Don't raise your hand, ladies and gentlemen. Got to type it in to the chat. Raising your hand in here doesn't matter. I need you to type it into the chat. All right, there we go. Off and running with 820,000. Nice starter there at 820,000 with UND 23. Let's go up in 10s from there. 820 with the starter. 30 I search. 820, 30 can I say. Type the bid into the chat's the way to go. 820,000 now. I'm going to call it 3 times. Good start. 820,000 first call. Got you there, Scott, at 830. 830, there's the competition, MD. Where do we go? 830,000. Taking 10s at the moment, Charity. Appreciate the offer. 850, bang, straight back at you. Come back with me for 860. 850,000 right there. 850, clearly bid and offer. 60 we go. First call, 850. Second call, 850,000. 60 to get you back, Scott. All Charity, haven't forgotten about you. Got you back there, Scott, 860. 860 the bid. Where do we go, MD? 860. Lucky number again, 888. I'll take it. Suggest 900, round me off. You'll be the first to know S15 when we are. Don't you worry about that. 888,000 the bid. Suggest 900, but you yell out the number. First call, 888,000. Second call, 888,000. Third and final time, 888,000. Scott, where do we go from here? Why not? I'll take it at nice round number, 890. 890 of the bid with US 15. 890, 900 still going up in 10s. 890 of the bid. First call against UMD. S15's got it. Second call, 890,000. 900, new face on the race, got it there from BN. S15, I told you you'll be the first to know. On the market, we sell. 910 with UMD. We're selling it tonight. Hammers coming down at 910,000. Where do we go? 20 we search. 20, taking 10s at the moment, not 5s. Hang on to them, you'll need them later. Come with me for 20. At 910,000, 20 to get you back, BN 17. First call, 910,000. Not taking 5. 15 where you 20 where you need to be. Got you there. Thank you. At 920,000, 30 bang, straight back at at you at 930,000. On the market, we sell. No better bid. Hammer falls tonight at 930. First call. Suggest 40. 930 I have. On the market, we sell. Second call, 930,000. Third and final time, got you back there, buzzer beater, 940 at 940,000. 50 we search at 940 I have. Competition against UMD, 50 come with me at 940 with you, BN. S15 I haven't forgotten about you. I told you to be the first to know it's on the market. Don't go silent now. Got you back there, MD, 915 at 950,000. 60 we go, BN at 950 with UMD. First call, 950,000. On the market, we sell away. Second call, 950,000 BN. Now needs the time to let me know. At 950. Third, final call. No better bid. Hammer falls from here. Taking 10s at the moment. Appreciate it. I'll let you know when we take the 5. Come with me for 960. 950 I have. 60 I search. Third and final time. 60 to get you back, BN. Think about it. 5 bedrooms. 3 bathrooms, 859 square metres. It's a wonderful, large property, great location. 60 I search, hanging out for the 10 at 950. 60 can I say, Ben? Have I done enough to convince you? At 950, 60 I go. Well, why not? Positions, big positions. I'll take the 55. At 955, suggest 65 MD. Smaller bid, maybe they're coming out of gas. At 955 with you, BN. Suggest 65, 10 on top. Show them you mean business, MD. First call, 955,000. On the market, we sell. Second call, 955,000. Take 5. I'll take 5s, not 4s. 5s I'll take. Come for me for 960. At 955, got you there. Thought about it, made sense. Thank you. At 960,000. Where do we go from here? BN. Up to you. 960 is the bid. First call, 960. On the market, we sell. Hammer falls tonight. Soul sticker goes up. Second call, $960,000. Surely we're not done. 65. New face in the race and welcome. Late bid. Good strategy. Let's see if it pays out for you, Jake. At 965. Stay alive. 965. 70 we go. First call, 965. Second call, 965,000. Third, final time, 965, buzzer beater, still taking 5s though. I'll let you know, we're not taking anything less. Why not, Jake? We'll take it at 70. I knew the 70 was out there. GPS was just off at 970. Taking 5s at 970, 75 I search. First call, 970, not 2, not 3, not 4, 5. 5 we go. Second call, 970. 75, can I say, BN or MD? Haven't forgotten about you. You've been with me since the start. You almost bought the champagne. Don't almost buy your dream house also. Third and final time at 970,000. I'm going to sell away. No better bid. Hammer's going to fall. Need to know. Now's the moment of truth, BN. MD, what are we doing? In, out, I need to know. New face of the race at 75. Someone's playing your game, Jake. Back in there at 980. 980 the bid. Where do we go from here and me? At 980, 85 I search. 980 I have. First call, 980,000. On the market, we sell away. Second call, 980,000. Surely not just one bid. Third, final time. Come on, ME. At 980, I'll take 5s. Let's go 5. Why doesn't anyone want to take the 5s? First I was asking for 10s. Why not? You guys are just bidding. I'll just stand here. We'll take it at 988. 6 on top. Why not? It's all money. At 988,000. Where do we go from here? Maybe 2 on top. Suggest 90. At 988,000. On the market, we sell away. You bought it. No better bid, Jake. First call, 988,000. Second call, 988,000. Third and final time, 988,000. And me, what are we doing? Hope I pronounced your name right. 988, 90. Got you back. 99. Nice. Quick fire. Bang. Quick fire bidding $999,000. Maybe just a 1. Us auctioneers, we like the round numbers. Where do we go with me? I'll take any rise you want, 990,000 with you, Jake. First call, 999,000 on the market. We sell away. No tomorrow. Second call, 999,000. Where do we go? We're all looking at me. Where do we go from here? Third and final time, 999,000. Any rise I'll take. Another 1,000, 2,000. What are we doing? Are we in? Are we out? Think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Think about it with me. I know that you've come to the auction tonight. I know you probably had a budget in mind. Maybe you've exceeded the budget. But what I ask you is, where do properties like this come up again? It is a wonderful property. 859 square metres, 5 bedrooms, 2 massive master bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Immaculate central kitchen, the al fresco area out the back, 2-car garage in, all in that wonderful locale in Chirnside Park. Shops, it is all happening at your doorstep. If you don't buy this one, I know what's going to happen. You're going to go back to realestate.com. You're going to go and look at more open homes. You're going to go look at other properties that you don't like as much as the 4 is. Hey, Jake, appreciate your patience. Same courtesy should you need. You're going to go and look at other properties. They're not going to be as nice. 999,000, maybe $1,000. Think about it to me. If you bid $1,000 on top, the worst thing that happens is you bought the property. Because if Jake bids over the top another 1,000, you spent no money. The worst thing that can happen is you might buy yourself a really, really nice place in Chirnside Park at 999,000 with you, Jake. I mean, what are you saying? Have I done enough to convince you? I need to know in, out, have I seen your best? Last roll of the dice. Properties like this, they don't come up very often. Look at the ensuite there. It's massive. Thought about it, you may say, I like this, but the more I talk, the more you spend. It's a great relationship. I like it. At $1 million even with you, the bid. Where do we go from here, Jake? $1 million even. Suggest a big bid, not a small bid. Make a big step. Let's go 10. Why not 1? All right, why not? It's all money. 1 on top, $1,000,001. At $1,000,001, let's go $1,000,002 or $1,000,003. Can I say? $1,000,004, $1,000,005, $1,000,006. I'll just keep going up. You tell me when to stop. $1,000,007. All right, I'll tell you what, we'll do a deal. $1,000,002. $1,000,001 the bid, $1,000,002 I search. You're going to call it 3 times. First call, $1,001,000 with you, Jake. Second call, $1,000,001. Third and final time. At $1,000,001, in, out, I need to know. $1,000,002, can I say? 4 East Link, Chirnside Park, sold on the 17th of August for $1,000,002. It's got a really good ring to it. I thought about it. They said, thank you, bang, straight back on top, $1,000,006. Not mucking around. At $1,000,006, I mean, could be a strategy. Don't be psyched out by it. At $1,000,006 from Jake. Where do we go on top from there? $1,000,006. Any rise above that, I'll take. First call, $1,000,006. Second call, $1,000,006. Suggest $1,000,007 or $1,000,008, $1,000,010. You yell out the number, type it in, I'll do the rest. Third and final call at $1,000,006. Just want to highlight here, when you buy property at a fiercely competitive auction like this, you know what that says? It says you bought a cracker. It means everyone wants to buy what you just bought tonight. And it means that when you go to sell the property in years and years to come, guess what? Your auction's going to be the same. At $1,000,006, don't let the opportunity pass you by. You're this close. I need to see, though. Can't keep the nice people waiting. Appreciate your patience again, Jake. On a cheeky side note, if we're selling your property, you want me to be doing the exact same thing. At $1,000,006, where do we go with me? I need to know in, out. Have we seen your best? What about $500? I'll take a $500 bid if it gets you back. Same logic as I said earlier. For $500 on top. The worst thing that happens is you might buy it, because if Jake bids back over the top, you spent no money. $500, last roll of the dice. Let's see if you bought it. Okay, got it there at $1,006,500. $1,006,500, Jake. Where do we go from here? Suggest a big bid, $1,008,000. At $1,008,000, maybe a half on top of me. What do you say? At $1,000,008 the bid. Clearly bid and offered. First call, $1,000,008. Suggest another half on top, 500. Second call, $1,000,008. Third and final time in me. Let's go 500 on top. $1,000,008 the bid. Clearly bid and offered. 500 on top. Get your nose in front. At $1,000,008. Are we in? Are we out? Have we seen your best? I need to know. In, out. Surely not. I understand. You've probably got a couple of conversations going on. You're probably talking to each other. I want you to talk about the location, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't get any better than this. Right in the heart of Chirnside, new shopping centres, of course, going on. You've got schooling all at your doorstep. Maybe you're talking about the 5 bedrooms, the 2 masters, the giant ensuite. Maybe you're talking about the multiple living areas or the alfresco area at the back. Maybe you're talking about the vehicle drive-through access that it's got or the wide frontage of the property. It doesn't matter what you're talking about. You keep coming back to the same answer, which is this is a hell of a property and you're going to let it slip by. I need to know. In, out, 500 on top, I'll take. I just need to know. I'm going to sell away. Appreciate your patience, Jake. You've been a good sport. At $1,008.5. At $1,008.5, I got it there. At $1,008.5, Jake. Where do we go from here? $1,010,000, 15 on top. 1,100,000. Sorry, 1,010,000. Sorry about that, Jake. Please pay $100,000 at $1,010,000 with you, Jake. Where do we go in there? I need to know. First call, $1,010,000. On the market, we sell away. Second call, $1,010,000. Soul sticker goes up tonight. Third and final time at $1,010,000. Have we seen your best of me? In, out. What are we doing? You want me just to keep talking? Every time I keep talking, you keep spending. I really like it. Good deal we got going on here. At $1,010,000, I need to know. In, out. What are we doing? It's a wonderful family home. You have to go back to realestate.com. You have to go to more open homes. You have to talk to more real estate agents. You know what? If I don't have to talk to a real estate agent ever again, surely that's going to be worth $500. At $1,010,000, $500. Get yourself out of the market. No more calls from agents. No more. Got you back there. So the hatred of agents tempted you in. I appreciate it. At $1,010,000.5. At $1,010,000.5, Jake. Where do we go? Suggest. All right, why not a half on top? We'll take half on top. Maybe another half on top of me. Need to know. In, out. What are we doing? First call, $1,011,000. Second call, $1,011,000 with you, Jake. Third and final call at $1,011,000. Where are we going? Plus 500. Need to know. In, out. What are we doing? I need to know if I've seen your best. Silence is not golden when it comes to the land of options at a half. At 11.5. 12. Suggest 12.5. 12 I have. First call, $1,012,000 with you, Jake. Second call, $1,012,000. Third and final call, $1,012,000 and me. I need to know. In, out. What are we doing? Can't keep the nice people waiting. Sure, they're enthralled by this. A competitive bidding. It's been fierce, but it's a cracking property, so it should have a response like this. At $1,012,000, are we in? Are we out? I need to know. Have we seen your best? I'm going to sell away. If I don't hear anymore, hammer's going to come down. I need to know. Now's the time. Window's closing, but you got time to jump in. Third and final call. Have we seen your best? 14 on top. All right, we'll take it. 1,014,000, 15, bang. Suggest the quick bids. The quick bids, they buy property at $1,015,000 of me. Where do we go from here? Another 2 on top, 17 I suggest. First call, $1,015,000. Second call, $1,015,000. Third and final call at $1,015,500. Take the half. Where do we go, Jake? You're bidding quick. Suggest $1,020,000. All right, we'll go $1,016,000. Wishful thinking on my behalf, perhaps. At $1,016,000, 500 on top, a half on top, we'll go. At $1,016,000 a month. Let's go from here. Another 500 on top, I'll take. Got it there, 16.5. 17, bang, quick back at you. 17.5. Come on, and then we'll start to get into a bit of a rhythm there. We'll get into our emotion. At $1,117,000 with you, Jake. First call. 500 on top, get you back if it comes. Second call, $1,017,000 on the market, we sell. Third and final call, $1,017,000. $1,020,000, bang, block out bid, I like it. Let's see if it works, Jake. Where do we go from here? 1,020,000, 22. Woohoo, look at you, 1,022,000. At 1,022,000, the bid. Where do we go from here, Amen? At 1,022,000. First call. On the market, we sell. Second call, 1,022,000. Third, final time. At 1,022,000, I'm going to sell away. You've had ample time with me. I need to know in, out. What are we doing? We're limping up, but I need to know quicker bids they buy it. Are you in? Are you out? What can I do? Half on top. I thought that was coming at 1,022,500. Suggest a big increment. All right, that's a small increment, but we'll take it at 1,023,000. I mean, it's like a staircase. If you keep putting little bids, little stairs, they're going to keep climbing up. I suggest a big knockout. Suggest 10.30. Make it a big step. Make it hard for them to come up at 1,023,000 with you, Jake. First call, my advice is 1,030,000, but up to you. Second call, 1,023,000. Third and final time, Jake, at 1,023,000 with you. Need to know, Amen. Are we in? Are we out? What are we doing? Any rise I'll take. Otherwise, I'm going to sell away well above reserve. Hammer's going to fall tonight. Where do we go? In, out. I need to know, Amen. Have we seen your best? 24. Same advice for you, Jake, all right? 25. First call at 10.25. Second call, 1,025,000. On the market, we sell away. Third and final call at 1,025,000. That means don't be defeated. Now's not the time to be quiet. You're so close. You can taste it, I know. At 1,025,000. Third and final time, 26. Got your back. Pick up sticks at 1,026,000. Where do we go? 27. Thought that was coming at 1,027,000. First call and me. Quick bid, they buy a property. Let's go 28. Second call on the market with you, Jake. You're buying it, everyone else is remembering it at 1,027,000. Third and final call. In, out, what are we doing? I need to know. I'm going to sell away with you, Jake, at 1,027,000. Are you in? Are you out? I need to get your instructions. Otherwise, I'm going to sell if I don't hear anything. Silence, not golden, not a very good strategy when it comes to auctions. And a half, right on. 127.5, 28, bang, straight back at you. Anything you can do, I can do. That's what Jake says. At 1,028,000. First call, 1,028,000. Let's go a half on top. Second call with you, Jake, 1,028,000. On the market, we sell away. Third, final call at 1,028,000. Perhaps a half of me, I'm thinking. At 1,028,000, perhaps a half. That's what I'm thinking, but I need to know in, out. What are we doing? Let me know. I need to get some instructions. 1,028,000. Are we doing this? Are we out? Are we in? We seeing your best? I need to see it. 1,028,000. I'm going to sell them in. I need to know again. I keep saying that silence is not golden. At 1,028,000 on the market, we sell it. We seeing your best. Now it's a big decision. Appreciate your patience, Jake. Same courtesy for you. Should you need, as I said earlier, if we're selling your property, you want us to do the same thing. At 1,028,000, are you in? Are you out? Have we seen your best? Can you just let me know what you're thinking? Need to know 10.30, bang. I knew the 10.30 was out there. The GPS does all bang, straight back at you, 31. At 1,031,000. Here we are again. Where do we go? At 1,031,000. Against you and me. I need to know what we're doing. First call, 1,031,000 with Jake. Second call, 1,031,000. Third and final call at 1,031,000 on the market. We sell. In, out. Can't keep waiting. I need to know. Had ample warning. I need to see what's going on. I'm going to sell away. Am I seeing your best? Let me know in the chat. In, out, plus 500, whatever it is. I need to know. Now's the moment of truth. I'm going to sell. Call it 3 times and then the hammer falls. At 1,031,000, first call, not waiting, selling. Second call, 1,031,000, hammer is going to come down. You need to jump on in before the third bid. Third and final time, are you in? Are you out? 32. Got it there at 1,032,000. Against you, Jake. Where do we go from here? 1,032,000. Again, suggest a bigger bid, 33. All right, we'll take it. 1,033,000. Where to now? I mean, I need to know. I'm going to sell away. Can't keep giving you the time. Plenty of ample time for the auction. Arguably one of the longest auctions we've had for the year. At 1,033,000, first call. Going to sell away if you don't jump on in. Second call, 1,033,000 with you, Jake. Against you and me. Third and final call, 1,033,000. Bang, 34. Nice and quick, couldn't ask for any more. Thank you. At 1,034,000, bang, straight back at you at 35. At 1,035,000. At 1,035,000, let's go 36. At 1,035,000, first call. Hammer's going to fall. 1,035,000, second call. Third and final time, and then are we in? Are we out? I need to know. I'll take another $1,000 if it gets you back, but I need to know because I'm going to sell away. Ample warning, ample time. I need to see. What are we doing? Are we selling? Are we selling? I need to know in, out, and then what are you doing? If you don't put anything in, 36. Thank you. At 1,036,000, Jake. Where do we go from here? At 1,036,000, 37. Thought that was coming. At 1,037,000. First call, 1,037,000. We're selling it away. Need to jump on in. Second call. Can't keep waiting. 1,037,000 with you, Jake. And then where do we go? Third and final time at 1,037,000. I'm in. Are you in? Are you out? I need to know. I've called it 3 times. I'm going to sell away. No better bid. I need to know right now. In, out, gabbles up. It's coming down 38 at 1,038,000. Let's go 40, Jake. At 1,038,000. All 39. All right. Why not? At 1,039,000. First call. On the market, we sell. Soul sticker goes up tonight. Second call, 1,039,500. Got it back there at a half. At 1,040,000. There it is, Jake. At 1,040,000 with you. First call at 1,040,000. Second call at 1,040,000. 1,040,000. How many people check their watch then? Oh my God, it's at 1,040,000 already. At 1,040,000. Third and final time. Are you in? Are you out? I need to know. Now's the time. I'm going to knock it down and then. We selling? Are you in? Are you out? Call it 3 times. Need to know clear instructions at 1,040,000 with you, Jake. 1,040,000. I'm in. I'm going to sell away. You're in. You're out. Hammer gabbles up. It's going to fall if you don't jump on in. At 1,040,000, we're selling. Are you out? Sure, I'm in. I need to know. Can you just say in or out? 41. Got you back there at 41. 42. At 1,042. At 1,042, the bid now clearly bidded off it here. Quick bid, buy property at 1,042, first call. 1,042, second call. 1,042 with you, Jake. 1,042,000. On the market, we sell. Third and final call. 1,042,000, the bid. I'm in, out. What are we doing? I need to know. Hammers up. I'm going to knock it down. We're selling them in. Then 43 got you back. 1,043,000, 44. 1,044,000. First call, 1,044,000. Second call, 1,044,000. Third and final time, 1,044,000 with you, Jake. Where do we go from here? I'm in. I'm going to sell away. Hammers up. You need to jump on in. Giving you ample warning. Been very generous tonight, but I need to know, are we in? Are we out? What are we doing? I'm going to sell away and then at 1,044,000. We're selling. Are you sure you're done? I'm in. I'll take a half if it gets you back, but now's the time to jump on in. 1,045,000. There it is. 1,045,000, Jake. 46. First call, 1,046,000. Second call, 1,046,000. Second call now. Third and final time. 1,046,000, 47, 48. But we're in another little rhythm there. At 1,048,000, first call. Second call. Third and final call and a half. We'll take a half. Let's go 1,050. 49, all right, why not? At 1,049, 1,049,000. First call. Second call, we sell away. At 1,049,000, Jake. With you, I'm in. Need to know. Third and final call. I'm going to sell away. Hammers up. I need to know in, out. What are we doing? I'll take a half if it gets you back. But now's the time. 10.50 even better. 51. 10.51. First call. 10.51. Second call. 1,051,000. Third and final time at 1,051,000. In, out. What are we doing? I'm going to sell away. And a half I'll take. Where do we go from here, Jake? Suggest a bigger bid. Smaller bids, they encourage the next bid, but all right, I'll take 1,052,000. At 1,052,000 with you, Jake. First call against you and then at 1,052,000. Second call. On the market we sell. Hammers up. Third and final time I'm in, out. Where do we go? Another half on top I'll take. Plus 500, type it on in, but I need to know now's the moment of truth. In, out, bid, not bid. What are we doing? We're selling, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to sell away. Now's the time. Jump on in as soon as the gavel falls. That's it. No late bids or offers. Are you in? Are you out? Have we seen your best? What are we doing? At 1,052,000 with you, Jake. I'm in. I'm going to sell away if I don't hear anything now. 55. Bang. Nice lunge with the keys. 56. At 1,056,000. First call, 1,056,000. Second call, 1,056,000. Third and final time I'm in. Jake's got it at the moment at 1,056,000. I'm going to sell away. Keep saying it. I need to know in, out. What are we doing? 1,056,000 on the market. We sell away. No better bid. I'm going to knock it down. You've bought it, Jake, but it's against you and me. I'm going to give you an opportunity. But now's the time. I'm going to sell. Are you in? Are you out? What are you doing? Let me know. We're selling. No late bids, of course, as I said earlier, at 1,056,000. Now's the time to bid if you want. The hammer's going to fall and it's going to be all over. 1,056,000. We're selling. Are you out? 100% out. Just type into the chat. 1060. Big bold bid. I like it at 1,060,000. 61. At 1,061,000 with you, Jake. I like the strategy. It's going to work. Persevere. Guarantee you. Trust me. I'm a real estate agent. At 1,061,000 with you, Jake. First call. At 1,061,000. Second call. Now's the time to jump on in. The hammer's going to fall. Third and final time. At 1,061,500. At 1,061,500, Jake. 62. At 1,062,000. First call, 1,062,000. Second call, 1,062,000 with you, Jake. Need to know. Same thing. Hammer's going to fall on the third. Third and final call. Any rise, Are you in? Are you out? What are you doing? I'm going to sell away. Hammers up. We're selling them in. Now's the time to jump on in. 65. Big bold bid. I like it. 66. 1066. At 1,066,000. First call. Second call them in. Now's the time. Jump on in. Third and final time. At 1,066,000 with you, Jake. Where are we going? Suggest 1,070,000. At 1,066,000 to bid. I'm going to sell away. We're selling. Are you sure you're done? 1,070,000 I like. If you want to bid it, at 1,066,000 with Jake. 4 on top. Last lunge with the keys. At 1,066,000. Are you in? Are you out? What are we doing? I'm going to sell away. We're selling. Are you sure you're done? In, out. Just let me know in the chat. I'm going to sell. 1,066,000 for the third and final time. Hammer's going to fall and a half on top. All right, we'll take 1066,500. At 1,066,67. Straight back at you, Jake. At 1,067,000. First call, 1,067,000 with you, Jake. Second call, 1,067,000. Third and final time. I'm going to sell away. Now's the time. In, out. What are we doing? 500 on top. 70. I'll take it both. At 1,067,000 with you, Jake. On the market, we sell away. I'm going to sell. Are you sure you're done? In, out. Got you back there at 1,070,000. Nice big bold bid. I like it. 71. Not to be outdone, Jake. At $1,071,000 we have. At $1,071,000. First call with you, Jake. $1,071,000. Second call, $1,071,000. Third and final time, $1,071,000. Don't be defeated now. Now's not the time to be quiet, but I need to know. Are you in? Are you out? What are we doing? $1,071,000 with Jake. I'm going to sell away. I'm in, out. What are we doing? Now's the time. 4 East Link, 5 bedrooms, 859 square metres and a half. Got it back at $1,071,500. 72, $1,072,000. $1,072,000. First call. Second call. Third and final time at $1,072,000. I'm in. Now's the time to jump in. I need to know. Can't keep giving you plenty of time. Be more than generous throughout the auction. Once that hammer falls, we're done. Third, final time. Hammers up. I'm going to sell away. I'm in. What are we doing? Are we in? Are you out? Any bid? I need to know. Now's the time. I know it's a big decision, but I need to know right now. Can't keep Jake waiting. You've been a good sport, Jake. Appreciate your patience. At $1,072,000, I'm in. Are you in? Are you out? Are you bidding? Are you not? What are we doing? No second prize for bidding, of course. Remember that, I'm in. At the moment, Jake's got the keys, but I'm going to sell. Now's the time I'm going to sell. Are you in? Are you out? What are you doing? I hate to sell it if you bid after the gavel falls because we can't take the bid. Need to know. We're selling them in. We're selling. No better bid. I'm going to knock it down. Are you in? Are you out? Moment of truth. What are we doing? I'm in. I need to know right now. Have we seen your best? In, out. Need to know. 75. $1,075,000. 3 on top. Suggest a 5 on top. All right. We'll take a 1 on top. At $1,076,000. At $1,076,000. First call. At $1,076,000. Second call. On the market, we sell. Third and final time. At $1,076,000. In, out, I'm in. What are we doing? I need to know. Can't keep giving you the time. Although you do keep bidding, which I appreciate. At $1,076,000. I'm going to sell away. I'm in. In, out. What are we doing? Have we seen your best? We're selling. I'm in. Are you done? In. What are we doing? Have I seen your best? Can I sell away? I'm in. I need to know. I'm going to sell if I don't hear. $1,076,000. We're selling. I'm in. We're selling. I need to know. Have you seen any rise at all? Otherwise, I'm going to knock it down. No late bids are offered for the property after the property's been sold. That's in the terms and conditions. And then, can you just say whether you're in or you're out? In the chat, 77, I've got you back at $1,077,000. Suggest a big bold bid, Jake. You keep putting ones on top. They don't keep working. Let's go $1,080,000. Snowball trick. At $1,080,000, I suggest. All right, we'll go 78. Why not? At $1,078,000. First call, $1,078,000. Second call, I'm in. $1,078,000 we sell. Third and final time, I'm in. $1,078,000. Have we seen your best? Are you in? Are you out? I'm going to sell away. Can't keep waiting. We're selling, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in. I'm going to sell. 79. Righto, we'll go 79. 1080. Tony Hawk style. I knew we'll get there, Jake. Just took us a bit longer. At 1080. With you, Jake. First call, 1080. $1,080,000. It's gone up about $80,000 in $1,000 bids, I reckon. Second call at $1,080,000. I mean, where are we going from here? Third and final time at $1,080,000. I mean, any rise, I need to know, or I'm going to sell away. Now's the time. In, out. What are you doing? I need to know, or I'm going to sell away. With you, Jake, at a $1,080,000, $1,080,000. I mean, have we seen your best? In, out, and a half on top. And a half. Suggest 85, Jake. Don't go the small bids. You went the small bid again. All right, 81 at $1,081,000. First call, Jake, with you. I'm in. Now's the time. Can't keep giving you ample time. Second call at $1,081,000 with you, Jake. I'm in. Jump on in now. Third and final call at 1,081,000 on the market. We sell. No better bid. I'm going to knock it down a min, but I need to see in, out, or I'm just going to sell away. No better bid. I'm just going to knock it down now. You've had ample warning. I'm going to call it 3 more times. If I don't hear anything, it's 500 on top. 81.5. 1,081.5 and 82. First call, 1,082. Let's be quicker, men. If you're in, you're out, let me know. Second call, 1,082. Third and final time, 1,082 with you, Jake. I'm going to sell away a min. In, out, now's the time. Have we seen your best? You've been a good sport. Now's the time to bid. You need to let me know. You're either in or you're out. You're definitely in at 1,085. At 1,085, 86. At 1,086 the bid. First call, 1,086 the min. Let's go 1,090. 4 on top. Second call, 1,086. Suggest 1,090. 4 on top. Third and final time at 1,086 the min. Where do we go? In, out. Suggest 1090, but up to you. I'm going to sell if I don't see it. At 1,086, where are we going? 90. Like it, followed the advice at 1,090. At 1,090 the bid. 92. Bang, not to be outdone. At 1,092 a min. Where do we go from here? Suggest 95. 1,092. First call, 1,092. Second call, 1,092. 95 I suggest a min, but up to you. Third and final time at 1,092. Where do we go a min? 95 I suggest, but you need to let me know or I'm going to sell away. In, out, have we seen your best? 1,092 with you, Jake. A min, are we in? Are we out? What are we doing? 500 on top. Suggest 95, Jake. Don't do the small bid. 92.5. No, you did the small bid. At 10.93. At 1,093. First call with you, Jake. Second call against you, I'm in. With Jake at 1,093. Third and final time I'm in. In, out, I'm going to sell away. Can't keep giving you time. 500 on top, I'll take. Nice and quick, I appreciate it. 94, straight back at you. Anything you can do, I can do better, Jake says. First call at 1,094. Spirited auction for those that have just joined us. Second call, 1,094. Third and final time at 1,094 I'm in, out, 500 on top, I'll take. Where do we go, Jake? I thought you were going to put 500 on top. 1,095. Suggest 1.1 million a min. Nice bold bid, but it's up to you. That's my recommendation. 1,100,000. That's what I'd be bidding if I was in your shoes because it is a wonderful property. First call at 1,095 a min. Second call at 1,095. Third and final 500 on top. 96, 500 on top. First call, 1,096. 500 on top is where it was. 1,096 for the second call. 1,096,000. Third and final time and then. Where are we going? In, out? I need to know. 1,096 with Jake. I'm going to sell away. We've seen your best. In, out, 500 on top. Thought that would come. 500 on top. 1,096.5. Where do we go from here, Jake? Suggest the 500s that don't work. But all right, you keep doing it. 1,097. At 1,097. First call with you, Jake. Second call, 1,097. Third and final time I'm in. I'm going to sell. In, out, what are we doing? Still suggest 1.1. Still suggest 3 on top to get to 1,100,000, but it's up to you. I'm going to sell it if I don't see a bid. In, out, where are we going? I'm going to sell away. We've seen your best of in. I need to know. 1,097 with you, Jake. Surely you're not done now. You've done all the hard work. I mean, you don't want to lose this one. You don't want to go through this again next week. You want to buy this one. But you got to bid. You got to bid now, and I need to know because I'm going to sell, and Jake's going to buy it. And unfortunately, you're not going to. There's no second prizes when it comes to the land of auctions at $1,097,000. 3 more times, hammer's going to fall them in. First call, $1,097,000. Second call them in, out. If you're out, just write, I'm out in the chat. Third and final time, $1,097,000, I'm in. What are we doing? In, out. I'm just going to sell if I don't see a bid. 98. Got you back at 98. 99. $1,099,000. Let's nice and quick bids them in. First call, $1,099,000. And a half on top. $1,099,000 and a half. 1.1 we go. There it was, Jake. We're on the same level. I read your mind. 1,100,000 against you and in. First call, 1,100,000. Second call, 1,100,000. Third and final time, 1,100,000 a min. I'm going to sell away. Are you in? Are you out? What are we doing? I'm just going to sell. Type into the chat if you're out. I need to know. 1,100,000. I'm going to call it 3 times. Then the hammer's going to fall, and that's it. 1,100,000 with you, Jake. First call. Hammer's coming down on call 3. Second call, 1,100,000 a min. In, out. If you're out, type it into the chat. Third and final time. 1,100,000 with you, Jake. A min. I'm going to sell if I don't see anything. Thanks, Jake. Congratulations. I think you bought it. Spirited auction. Well fought. Well bid. We're selling. We're selling. Ladies and gentlemen, we're sold. Congratulations. Well bid. Well bought. Spirited auction. $206 Oban Road in the best suburb in Melbourne in Ringwood North, of course, presented by Cameron Bailey. Change to back your marketing agents. We sell you today via public auction. We call for a 10% deposit upon signing of the contracts. Balance on this one, settlement. It's due in 90 days' time, and the term turnkey, this epitomizes that. What that means, ladies and gentlemen, is you put the key in the door, you turn it, and that's all you got to do, because this has been renovated from head to toe, top to bottom, left to right, up to down. It has all been done for you. 803 square meters of soil, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, the large central kitchen, of course, we popped up on the screen before, that beautiful alfresco area with the pizza oven or the fire, nice and toasty this time of year. You can imagine sitting out there and watching the football on the cold winter's day. Modern bathrooms, it's all been done for you. Literally, don't do a thing. There's the alfresco area and the pizza oven up the back. It's a wonderful property, wonderful location. You've got shops, you've got parks, you've got schools, all on your doorstep. It's a wonderful property, wonderful location. Throw it over to you. Opening bidder offer for 206 Oban Road in Ringwood North. What's it worth? We can start anywhere you like. I don't mind. Yell out the number. I'll do the rest. Happy to start on a vendor bid if you like. Just means you got a vendor bid over the top of me. Plenty of interest in the property. I know Cam assured me, and so rightly so. Gorgeous property in a wonderful location. Where do we start? Happy to start with the vendor bid. Why don't we start it off at 900,000? Got you there, Richard, even better at 925 with you. Good luck with your bidding, Richard. At 925, let's take a $25,000 rise from there. At 925, 950, I search with Richard the starter. At 925,000, first call with you, Richard. Jump on in, plenty of interest in the property. Second call, 925,000, 50 to get you in. 950 we search. 925 we have. Third and final call at 925,000. Surely we're not done here. Plenty of interest in the property. Times is not golden when it comes to the land. You don't need to do another thing. Don't know what's happened here. 950, I got you back. Sorry, a little technical difficulty. At 950,000, I saw the bid there. At 950 with you, Marilyn. Against you, 975, we go. 950, Richard back in at 975. $1 million even. Taking 25 at the moment, Shimmer. Appreciate the offer. 25, I'll take. $1 million even, I'll take. At $1 million, I'll search. 975, I have. Call it 3 times. Still hanging out for the $1 million. Appreciate the offer, though, Shimmer. First call at 975,000. Second call is with you, Richard, at 975. Third and final time. Taking 25s on top, Nibbers. So I want $1 million. Not taking 10s on top. I was going to take 10. I would take it a bid before you. At $1 million, I search. Shimna, Navid, first to $1 million. I'll take their bid. And not going down less than 25. Not at this price. A hell of a lot of real estate here at this price. At 950, $1 million, can I say? Third and final call at 950,000. Got you there in the bid. Thank you. Great, good sport. At $1 million, we go. At $1 million, let's go up and still looking for the 25s. At $1 million even. First call with you, Navid. At $1 million. Second call at $1 million. Not taking once. 25's got you back, Richard. Thank you. At $1,025,000 with you, Richard. Let's go 1050. At $1,025,000. First call. Navid, 1050 you need to be. Marlon, and 1050 you need to be. 25 on top. Second call, $1,025,000. Third and final time. At $1,025,000 with you, Richard. Marlon got you there at 1050. At $1,050,000, let's go 1075. At $1,050,000 I have. First call against you, Richard. Second call, got you back, Richard, at $1,075,000, 1.1. That seems logical, I would have thought. At $1,075,000, 1.1 we go, Marlon. First call at $1,075,000 with Richard the starter. Appreciate the offer, not taking 5s at the moment. 25 I'll take. Or maybe you're a skateboarding fan or a Tony Hawk fan. You just want to do 1080. Let me know if you'll take a 10. I sure do. I'll take 25. First call at $1,075,000 the bid. Searching for 1.1 Shibna. Jump on him with 25. Second call, $1,075,000, 1.1 I search. Marlon, Shibna, first to 1.1 wins. Third and final time at $1,075,000. Got you there, Marlon. You win. You take the chocolates. Well done at 1.1. Sorry, Navid. Too low, too slow. At $1,025,000. Where do we go from here, Richard? First call at $1,100,000. Second call, 1.1 million. With you, Marlon. Richard, I'll take 10s. Why not? We'll take 10s from here at 10 on top. Navid, I'll take 10 now. Said I'll let you know. And Shabin, I'll let you know. I'll certainly take a 10 now. With you, Richard, 1,110,000. First call. Second call, 1,110,000. Third and final time. 1,110,000 with you, Richard. Got you back, Marlon. You reappeared like a magic trick. Good to have you. Like Houdini. 1,120,000. Let's go 30, Richard. 1,120,000. First call. 1,120,000. Second call. With you, Marlon. Third and final time. 1,120,000, Richard. 1030, let's go. Got you back there at 1,130,000. Marlon, let's go 40. That seemed logical, I would have thought. Do you agree? First call, 1,130,000. Second call, not taking 5s at the moment, Marlon. Appreciate the offer. 10 I'll take. Come with me for 1.14. Now, Vid, 1.14 will get you there, Marlon. 1.14. Second call, 1,130,000 with you, Richard. Third and final time. Got you there, thank you. Got it from Marlon and Vid. 1.15 from you now. 1.14 with Marlon. That was the bid first. Richard looking for 1.15. Got you back. 1.15. Let's go 60. First call, 1.15 with Richard. Second call, 1.15 with Richard. 60 I searched, no bid. All Marlon. 60 we go. 50 I have. Got you there, no bid at 1.16. 70 we go, Richard. First call, 1,160,000. Appreciate the offer, taking 10s. I'll let you know when we take 5, Marlon. Come with me for 70. Richard with 70. First to 70 wins. First call, 1,160,000. 1.17 I search. Second call, 1,160,000 the bid. 70, got your back, Marlon. There it is. To get some instructions if I can. 1,170,000, let's go 80. 1.17, first call. 1.17, second call. Third and final time. 1.17, no bid. 80 we go. Richard, 80 we search. 1.17 with you, Marlon. You got the highest bid at the moment. Navid, jump on in for 10. Richard, don't be done. 1.18 we go. 1.17 I have. 4 bedrooms, immaculately renovated, close proximity. You got schools, you got shops, all on your doorstep. Surely we're not done at that price. Think about it, Navid. At the moment, you haven't got anything. You haven't bought the property. All you've got is the memory of the open home. You want to buy
Chris, on the market and selling.
We're on the market and we're selling. No better bid, Marlon. You've bought it, Navid. Richard, now's the time not to be quiet because we're selling. You can't hide now. We're going to sell the Marlon. If there's no better bid, Soul Sticky goes up 2 from 2 to 9 unless I see more bidding. At 1,170,000, you're going to call it 3 times. First call. And 5,000 got you back there. 175, 1.175. Where do we go, Marlon? First call. Suggest 80 or 90 or 1.2. It's up to you. Second call with you, Richard. 1,175,000. Hammer's going to fall tonight. You've done all the work, Marlon. Navid, you've done the work. You've got it on the market. Now it's there for the taking. Now's not the time to be quiet. Richard's got the keys. You've got the memory. Third, final time at 1,175,000. I'm going to sell, but I don't see any further bid. Marlon, now's the time to jump on in. Surely we're not done here. Got you back, Marlon, at 1.18. Where do we go, Richard? 5 on top, 10 on top, 15 on top. Out. That's not the one on top I was hoping for. I'll give you a moment to think about it. 4 bedrooms, Richard. Where are you going to find a place? This is renovated. The outdoor al fresco area, the pizza oven and the fire out the side, they just don't exist. You're going to go back to realestate.com. You're going to go look at other houses. It's not going to be as nice as this one. Look at that. That is a gorgeous outdoor entertaining area. Right on Q Haley. We couldn't have timed that any better. 1,180,000. I'm going to call it 3 times, Richard. Otherwise, I'm going to sell. And you bought it, Marlon. But I would think Richard's going to jump on in because I reckon, Richard, you're thinking to yourself at the moment, you're going, you know what? Yeah, it is a pretty nice place. That kitchen is pretty nice, isn't it? The al fresco area, I could probably picture myself out there having a beer, cooking a pizza, having some red wine with some friends and some barbecue in the depths of winter. It'd be nice and toasty under there. You wouldn't be cold. It'd be nice and toasty. But unfortunately, Marlon's going to enjoy that unless you bid, Richard. So I'm going to call it 3 times. 1,180,000, first call. Jump on in, Richard. Have I done enough to convince you? Second call, 1,180,000. Third and final time, I need to know. Any rise at all, Richard, I'll take. I'll take 1,000 if it gets you back. As I said, the previous auction, see with property. Worst thing that happens is you buy it for another $1,000 and they bid over the top. You spent no money. The worst thing that happens here, Richard, is that you bought the property. Appreciate your patience, Marlon. Same courtesy for you, should you need. What are we doing, Richard? Are you in? Are you out? Can you just let me know? I'm going to sell away. Now, Vid, you've done the work. It's on the market. Now's not the time to be quiet. It's a hell of a lot of real estate here for that price. Out in the Vid. Appreciate your honesty. Richard, in, out. What are you doing? I need to know. Marlons, again, appreciate your patience. Big decision. I'm sure we can appreciate buying and selling. Richard, in, out. I'll take $1,000 bid if it gets you back. Why not? It's all money. 1,180,000. Can I sell away or not? Couple conversations going on in the back. Maybe they're talking about 803 square metres. This large breakfast bar in the kitchen, the beautiful updated ensuite and bathroom. Perhaps they're talking about the large bedrooms. Need to know. Are you in? Are you out, Richard? You're going to call it 3 times. Have I done enough to convince you? 1,180,000 with you, Marlon. First call. Cam, can I sell away? I need to know. Second call, 1,180,000. Hammer falls today. We're on the market. You've done all the work, Richard. You got it here. Now's not the time to be quiet. No second prize in the land of auctions. Third and final time, 1,180,000, Richard. In, out, and we've seen your best. Any rise at all, I'll take. I need to know now, though. Cam, can I sell or not? I need to know. Richard, in, out. Marlon, appreciate your patience. As I said, same courtesy for you, should you need. What are we doing, Richard? In, out, I need to know. Properties like this, they just don't come up very often. Immaculately renovated. Keep saying it. Large block. Wonderful location. You've got schools, you've got the Ringwood North shops just up the road. Cracking IGA there. Your local grocer, I think, is there, Ad. Really, really good special meat if you're not a vegetarian, Richard. Cracking. Nice selection, cheese and dips. It's got it all. It's a wonderful supermarket. Good cafes in there as well. But I need to know, Richard, are you in? Are you out? Cam, what am I doing? Can I sell? Can I not sell? What am I doing? I need to know. I'm going to just sell away if I don't hear. Richard's going to miss out, unfortunately.
Yes, mate. Sell.
Sal, appreciate your patience. Appreciate your participation. Get a call it 3 times. I think you bought it, Marlon. First call, 1,180,000. Richard, time to jump in with the windows closing. Second call, 1,180,000. You sure you're done, Richard? I'm going to sell. Third and final time. 1,180,000, Richard. I'm going to sell. I'm selling. I'm selling. Ladies and gentlemen, we've sold. Congratulations. Thanks, Marlon. Well bid. Well bid, of course, for you. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, on subject, of course, to a public auction, we do call for a 10% deposit upon signing the sale here today and the signing of the contracts. Balance on this one, settlement 30 to 60 days time. What a modern, wonderful property. 410 square metres, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a double garage. You've got that gourmet central kitchen, ducted heating and cooling, all the creature comforts that you've come to expect in a nice modern home like this. Ample living areas. You've got the outdoor undercover, our fresco area, right close to schools. You've got secondary and primary. You've got the large shopping centres. It's a wonderful suburb. It's a wonderful property in a wonderful locale. There it is, of course. What a gorgeous ensuite that is. Well, I think that's probably enough out of me. I'll throw it over to you. You see it. You loved it. Now the chance to bid and buy it. Of course, presented by Josh Berger, the marketing agent. What's it worth? 34 Domain Drive in Berwick. Where do we go? Start me off anywhere you like. It's not the first number that matters. They're not going to write that in the paper. It's the last number. That's what they're going to write down. Where do we go? Opening bidder offer to get me underway. We can start anywhere you like. Type the bid in, yell it out. Hold up a sign, I'll see it on the camera, whatever you fancy. Happy to start on a vendor bid if I have to. Rather not, if I start on a vendor bid, just means you got to bid over the top of me. Where do we go? Everyone's a bit nervous, maybe a bit exhausted after watching the first 2 auctions. I can understand that. Where do we go? Opening bidder offer. Get me underway. Plenty of interest in the property. Now's the time to buy. All right, let's start it off with me, the vendor. I'll start on a vendor bid, 600,000 with me. Nice, gentle start. I think we can all agree there's a hell of a lot of real estate here for that price. 600,000 with me, the vendor. Where do we go? Jump on in. That's 600,000, 610 I'll take. If it gets you in, all 620, you yell out the number. That's $600,000 now. Clearly better off with me, the vendor to start. That's $600,000 now. Jump on in at 600. That's 600 bit now. 610. I search 610. I have. That's 600,000 now. Clearly better off to take 10 things down. 610. That's $600,000 now. Clearly better off at 600. Get a call 3 times. That's $600,000. First call. $600,000. Second call. $600,000. Jump on in. Taking tens, not fives. I'll take tens. 610 I'll take. Not a dollar under. 610 I'll take. That's 600,000. That's 600,000. Thought about it there. There we go. You see with you. That's 610. That's $610,000. Go 20. That's $610,000 now. Call it 3 times. Jump on in. That's 610 with you, the starter. That's 610,000 first call. That's 610 second call. 620, welcome. That's 620. There's the competition. Let's go 30. 620 the bid. 30 we go. 20 I have. 30 we search. What do you say? That's 620. 630 we go. First call, 620,000. 30 got you back. 40 seemed logical, I would have thought. At 630, let's go 40. At 630, first call. Second call, 630. 40 we go. Third and final time. 630, 40 got you back. At 640, 50 we search. 40 we have. Clearly been offered. First call, 640. 50. 60 we search. 50 I have. 650. First call. Second call, 650. Even better. 700. 670. Bang. Knockout bid perhaps. Mike Tyson would be proud. Let's see if it pays off. 670. Let's go 80. It did it. He got up off the canvas. That's 680. Let's go another 700 perhaps. Let's go with 20 on top. That's 680. First call. 700 I suggest, but up to you. Second call, 680,000. 700 I still suggest. All right, we'll take 10s. Why not at 690? That's 690. Still suggesting the 7. First call, 690,000. Second call, got you back there at 700. Let's go 10. 710, 700 I have. First call, 700,000. Clearly been offered. Not taking 5. Appreciate the offer. 710 I'll take, not under. 710, thought about it, made sense. That's 710. 20, let's go. First call, 710. 20, means business. That's 720. Let's go 30. 720 the bid. First call, 720,000. Second call, 720,000. Lahira, I hope I've pronounced your name right. Let's go 30. Third and final time. 720,000. Lahira, let's go 30. Don't want to miss out. Clear instructions from the vendor. I know what I'm doing. 720,000. Lahira, what are we doing? In, out, I need to know. Appreciate your patience, you see. Need to see the bid. What are we doing? Got you back there at 730. That's 730. 40 we go. 730 I have. That's $730,000. 40 we search. First call, 730. Second call, 730. Taking 10s at the moment. Appreciate the offer that you see. 740 I'll take. Not 735. Hang on to the 5s. You'll need them later. Trust me. 740. Thank you. That's 740. Let's go 50. 740 the bid. 740, 750, $750,000. Round me off. First call, 740,000 Lahiru. Second call, 740,000. 50 we search. Third and final call at 740,000. What are we doing, Lahiru? Need to see in, out. What are we doing? I need to know. I've got clear instructions from the vendor. I know what we're doing. At 740,000, now's the time to jump on in. I need to know, are you in? Are you out? What are we doing? I need to know. Now's not the time to be sold. At 740,000. Lahira, in, out. What are we doing? 740,000. Clearly bid and offered. I need to see, are you in? Are you out? I've called it 3 times. I'm going to call it 3 times again. Give you one last chance. At 740,000, first call. At 740,000, second call. Third and final time of the hearing. No more bidding. I know what we're going to do. I need to see in, out. What are we doing at 740? Well, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do, we're just going to go and speak to the owners. We'll be back before you can say cat in a hat. Thanks for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sure you can appreciate buying and selling and real estate. It's a really big decision, lots of conversations going on. But as they say, good things come to those who wait. You see, I just want to confirm we've had an increase in the bidding to $780,000. If you could just type that into the chat, please, 780,000. That's 740. You come up to 780. You see, if you could just type it into the chat, please. I think you might be on the phone with one of the agents now. Just give you a moment. I can see a couple of conversations going on. Just come back in. Yep, got you back there. I can see you on the camera. Good looking rooster you are. 780. You see, if you can type it in. Got it there. Good news, you see. We're on the market and we're selling. No better bid. You bought it. If you're hanging around, you want to be the late bid, now's the time to jump on in because I'm going to call it 3 times and I'm going to sell. That's 780,000. Any rise I'll take, but now's the time to jump on in. That's $780,000 now on the market. We sell. First call, that's 780. Second call, 780,000. Third and final time, that's 780,000. You see, I think you bought it. We're selling. Ladies and gentlemen, we've sold. Congratulations, you think. Welcome to Domain Drive in Berwick. Thanks for coming out to the Ringwood online auctions. It's been a wonderful evening. Absolute pleasure being your auctioneer here this evening. Have a lovely, lovely evening. We hope to see you at the next Ringwood online auctions.